Good morning, everybody, and my name's Dain, and Chief is someplace here, sleeping underneath my desk. And today we're going to do about 15 minutes of contemplation and meditation. I try to get a theme for each day. I'm sorry about yesterday. For some reason, I had three computers and none of them could get the site up. I told Kathy, I said, no, it just must be that we had 6 million people come to the site and just want to get that morning meditation. I just brought the entire Facebook system down. So that's what I'm going on. Today's meditation and the theme of our message today is I thought we would meditate. We'd just get right in line with the press and maybe some of our neighbors and maybe certainly a lot of our politicians around the world meditate on fear. Or rather, let's just do something opposite. Right? In my mind, the opposite of the opposite of fear is love. And fear is an attractor. Most people, if they're afraid of something, it's probably going to happen in their life. That's certainly been true in my life and people I watch, and I'm sure it's happened to you. And then love is also a great attractor. Back to the fear, what's that? If you're ever sliding in a car, or they say if you ever go down on a motorcycle, I don't know if you ever heard this, but if you look at the telephone pole, you're probably going to hit it. Well, likewise, love is the same thing, right? The opposite of love is not hate; it's fear. And if you do something in love, if you communicate love out, if you just exude love, the abundance of the universe will also come towards you as well, just like that telephone pole in fear. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the keys, there's a couple things that are kind of fun about this. So, the keys to love are not just the person that you happen to be with. So, for example, if my son went to Europe with his fiancée and I didn't get to see him for years at a time, my love wouldn't change whatsoever. I still would love him to heck, right? Love him to death. And so there would be no dissipation of that love, independent of I'm not hearing from him, I'm not talking to him, but I still love him. Well, another example. Let's say, during my father was unfortunately he passed in a car accident when I was in high school. My love never dissipated for that man, even though he passed from his body, he passed from the earth. So love doesn't have to be dependent on a particular person. In fact, the key to love that unlocks love are inside us ourselves. The other thing about love is that it's an unlimited supply. I heard this story about, or it was meant to, this allegory was communicated to me by another guru, but, loving mother, has a baby son, and she loves him with all her heart. Then she has another baby. She doesn't take half of her love and move it to the other baby. Her love expands to now both sons. Let's say she's blessed and she has 10 sons. She doesn't divvy up a tenth of her love for each one of her sons. Her love just grew, and just to love her 10 sons. Let's say those 10 sons all get married and have 10 of their own babies, their own sons. Now she has grandchildren. Her love now just expanded to over 100 people, assuming that she likes her daughter-in-laws. Now let's say she's old enough and blessed enough to live a long life, and those grandchildren have babies too, 10 of them each. Her love just expands into over 1,000 people without limit. So that's meditation we're gonna talk about today. And it's a guided meditation that's very similar to what you might get download in a iPad or if you go to a group meditation. So that's what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do on any meditation is get in a comfortable seated position, legs crossed. I'm on my favorite meditation chair. I have my favorite meditation blanket. I like to wrap around my lap. It's just like every time I meditate with this blanket, it just seems like it gets more and more and it drops me into that meditation faster. Okay, now, if you like, close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, just find something in the distance um, and just try to soften your focus to where you're more concentrating. Again, that concentration, not on the object, but in your mind itself. So close your eyes. Find your breath. And when I say find your breath, I mean you can feel the breath coming up through your nostrils, down to the back of your throat, filling the lungs. Come back out, up the esophagus, back down, and come out with warm, warm exhalation. Just feel that. Close your eyes, keep your eyes closed, and just find your breath. Don't alter your breath, just find it. Be aware of your breath. Now say, we're going to use these words. Say these words 3 times out loud with me. I choose love. Say it with me. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. Continue saying that internally. I choose love. Say it yourself. I choose love. I choose love. As you're reciting that little sentence, that mantra inside, think of somebody that you really love. It's very easy for you. That the person could be past. It doesn't have to be right next to your side. But find somebody, as you repeat, I choose love. And put your attention on that person. I choose love. And as you're saying those words inside, I choose love, emanate loving consciousness energy towards this person, wherever this person is. This person could be in Canada, this person could be past. Just emanate your loving energy towards this person. Maybe picture it emanating out of your heart, out of your chest, just towards that person, wherever that person is. Direct it towards that person as you keep on repeating, I choose love. I choose love. And smile when you do this. I choose love. Now think about maybe another person. So the first person, and yet another person that you also love. And repeat it again. I choose love with your eyes closed. I choose love. Now emanate that loving feeling that you just did for the first person now to both people. Put that energy both in the universe and direct it towards them. I choose love. I choose love. From 2, I want you to add another 8 people that you could say you love. Could be old friends, could be your kids. It's very easy to come up with 10 people. I choose love. And emanate from your heart this joyful love, this energy towards those 10 people as your eyes are closed and you're reciting that mantra, I choose love. Your love is boundless, infinite supply. I choose love. Now go from those people, I want you to go to 100 people. Still very easy. You probably have co-workers. Could be, again, a past childhood friend. Not everybody has to live right next to you. It could be a neighbor you ran into and you really like. I choose love. Emanate your energy, your unlimited supply of your loving energy towards these 100 people. Put it out there in the universe and smile. I choose love. Now I want you to go from 100 people to 1,000. Those 1,000 people probably still have been in your life. It's easy for me to come up with 1,000 people. Not all, I'm not going to list names right this second. But I can come up with 1,000 people that have impacted. Elementary school teacher that had a huge impact on my life, or maybe a past friend. I choose love. And take that unlimited supply of loving energy and direct it towards those 1,000 people. You don't even know where they're living right now. I choose love. I choose love. Now we're going to go past those 1,000 people to 10,000 people. Some of those you might not know. But picture 10,000 people. And repeat, I choose love. And take your loving energy that has unlimited supply and direct it towards 10,000 people. Like a football stadium full of people. I choose love. Repeat that. I choose love. Now from here, I want you to go to 100,000 people. Maybe the size of a small town. I choose love. Emanate that loving energy toward that entire town full of people. I choose love. Whether you know those people or not, whether the person treated you nice or not, you don't matter. It doesn't matter to you. You don't care. Your love is boundless. The lock of love, the keys to that lock are inside you. I a step further and go to 1,000,000 people very easily. Picture 1,000,000 people. I choose love. I choose love. Your boundless energy now is directed towards 1,000,000 people. Boundless loving energy. And you have more to give. Let it expand. Let's go from 1,000,000 people to 100 million people. A third of the United States. I choose love. I choose love. Emanate. Concentrate and emanate that loving energy to those people. I choose love. We're going to go from here, and now with little effort whatsoever, you're going to think of 1,000,000,000 people. 1,000,000,000. You don't know these 1,000,000,000. They're in other countries, have other cultures, and you are going to repeat the words, I choose love. And you're going to emanate your loving energy so easily towards those 1,000,000,000 people. I choose love. I choose love. It's with little extra effort that would just take you to go for another 7 billion. I choose love. Take your entire energy, not your entire energy, your unlimited supply of loving energy, and direct it towards all the population of the world. I choose love. Say it yourself. I choose love. I choose love. The key is inside me to unlock the door and provide love, the opposite of fear, love. Find your breath. If you're wearing glasses, take them off. If you're wearing a beanie, take it off. That's what I had on. Rub your hands together with your eyes still closed. Get some friction, some heat. Put them over the palms over your closed eyes and wrap your fingers around your forehead. I like to put my thumb right on the temple of my head. Feel the warmth of their palms come through your eyelids and open those eyelids, never losing that consciousness of love for strangers, for people you already know, for people here, for people past. Slowly, slowly bring your hands down into your lap. I have to put my glasses on or I can't see a bloody thing. Well, I certainly love you guys, and thank you for coming. That's a meditation that, boy, I wish if everybody started doing that meditation, you can see where that would go. Pass that along. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll try something new. The role, again, is to try to provide different types of meditations to practice yourself at home. When you practice yourself at home, you find your own spot. The more you go to the same spot, the better it is to drop into the meditation. I also do certain things, like I like a particular chair. It just makes it easy. I like my blanket, my little Linus blanket. And I also, what I do is I'll put some incense on, because as soon as I smell that incense, my body just starts to relax. I had a professional football player friend. He says as soon as he heard the Star-Spangled Anthem, or the national anthem, his body would wound up, all this adrenaline. It's the same is true for other things you can do to bring your state down. Simple things that you keep on repeating. So try that out. I hope you enjoy your day. and take care. We'll see you tomorrow.